Hey, what is going on, everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo. Welcome to the channel and welcome to a new episode of A Definitive Discussion where I talk with various different individuals all over YouTube or the gaming industry about a variety of different topics, and we attempt to have a deep dive or a definitive discussion about it. So today I got a cool special guest. I got MissFushi from YouTube with over around 17K subscribers on your YouTube channel. She's actually here to chat up a little bit about ASMR with me today. So Fushi, welcome. It's cool to talk to you finally because we met before once at PAX.
Yes, we did. And that's the first time that I met you.
Yes, and we're actually it's pretty cool because we're both into gaming. We're both in the same state gradually and stuff. But
Woo!
so you're into more like what is it? You're more into a different side of gaming than I am because you do ASMR videos. You do ASMR gaming themed videos and you know everything that encompasses with that. So tell me a little bit about ASMR. Even though I've deep dived into a lot of the videos that are out there, yours included, but some of the people out there might not know what really ASMR is all about. They probably hear the acronym a lot but don't really know what's up. So give us a little insight.
Yeah, ASMR describes a sensation that some people get when they listen to certain sounds or types of whispering or speaking. And it's like a tingle that some people experience in the back of their head, down their neck. It's relaxing and enjoyable. Not everybody experiences it, but there's certain content on YouTube that we call ASMR that's intended to trigger it. And I don't experience ASMR myself, the feeling, but I do enjoy, soothing speaking and certain kinds of sounds. So on my channel, we try and combine gaming with ASMR, almost like you're watching somebody tell you a bedtime story, except it's your favorite game like Chrono Trigger or, something else to that effect, Skyrim, things like that. So that's basically what I do. And there's lots of different kinds of ASMR that different friends of mine do, like role plays, unboxings, things without speaking, some really intense binaural stuff. And it's becoming a pretty big thing on YouTube, which is really exciting.
Definitely. Now, I've watched
Yeah.
plenty of ASMR videos. To me, like I didn't really understand really the tingling sensation that some people might feel. I think I'm kind of like you, where I don't really kind of get
Yeah.
that sensation, but I do find them relaxing, and I do find them supposedly really, really chill. It's like I've seen yours, I've seen others. I know that Gentle Whisper is another one that I've watched before, and
Yeah.
ASMR
Yeah.
Massage. There's been a couple, and they all have one common theme: is that they're all videos that you could just mellow out to. Like if you had a rough day at work
Exactly.
and just chill. But what makes yours interesting, like you mentioned before, there's a lot of gaming themed related ASMR videos that you do. Like you said, sometimes you play games like Chrono Trigger and you try to implement different elements of it or just different elements of ASMR into what people are seeing on screen or what people are listening to. Why blend gaming with ASMR though? Like I never understood like the thought process that goes behind doing this style of video with that type of genre of a video that you find on YouTube. Like I never really understood that because I'm not really immersed in it as much. So tell me a little bit
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from kind of what I used to do when I was younger. Like when I was little, I remember always kind of falling asleep to my dad playing like Mario on the SNES or Ocarina of Time. I didn't actually play Ocarina of Time as a child. I mostly sat beside my father and would watch him play, every night that he'd get on it.
That's pretty
And it
cool.
was kind of yeah, it was like nostalgic and enjoyable for me because I felt like I went on those adventures. So I was going on YouTube and I see all of these Let's Plays, and sometimes people get, kind of loud and they scream and they shout. And I hate stuff like that. I hate when things get loud. And so when I started testing out ASMR, the first thing I did was an ASMR Minecraft video. And I just walked around playing Minecraft and talking very soft. And I sang a song from Lord of the Rings, the Pippin song, and it blew up, got 100,000 views. And I was like, what is this? And so then I started to do more because, clearly it's something that, some people are interested in. And yeah, like when you connect games, which people enjoy watching, with soothing speech, which is also enjoyable to a lot of people, it's kind of nice to watch somebody go on your favorite adventure or explore a world you've never seen before. And that's why I really like to do it.
Cool.
I don't know, it's calming for me too.
Nice. Now, why do
Yeah.
you think that ASMR, just in general, not just ASMR in
Yeah.
gaming, but just ASMR in general, is so popular? Now, I've looked online. Besides some of the channels we mentioned, like there's a lot out there, but they're also super freaking popular, like millions of views. Now, I know a lot of people need to relax, and especially now these days, people definitely need to relax with everything going on.
Yeah.
But like, why do you think that the
Yeah.
genre of video on YouTube is so popular? Like, why is it taking off so much?
I think a big reason that it's growing is a lot of people are just incredibly curious about it. Like, I remember sometime last year or the year before, I think, I started seeing a trend on Instagram with these videos with hashtag oddly satisfying. And it would just be a silent video of someone mixing paint or crunching, crunchy, gooey slime balls or things like that that make interesting noises. And all the comments people would leave would be things like, I don't know why, but I like this. This is weird, but I can't stop watching. And I think ASMR is a lot like that, where you'll see a video like cranial exam, and someone's like, what is this? This sounds strange. And they click on it, and then they find out they either hate it or they really, really like it.
Hmm.
And because ASMR is a lot like music, to where you can come back and watch the same, listen to it, and it has the same effect as music. Vice, you might not necessarily watch the same movie 6 times in a row as compared to, you would your favorite CD. So I think that's why they get so many views, is people end up replaying them a lot. They find their favorite triggers and they listen to them over and over and over. And I do get comments like that too, where someone will say, this is my favorite video to fall asleep to. And it's because they like watching the same things again, because it's more about the way that it sounds and the way it makes them feel.
Interesting.
So,
Very,
yeah.
very interesting. So, in your opinion, again, as
Mm-hmm.
being part of that world, or at least that side of YouTube, or that side of gaming on YouTube, do you think that ASMR in general, or ASMR gaming, is a little bit oversaturated? Because again, searching on YouTube on there, there's a lot of videos that pop up constantly, and they all have a ridiculous amount of views. They all seem like they have ridiculous amounts of followers, or at least a lot of support, within not just your community, but also just with the viewership
Yeah.
on YouTube. Do you think it's a little oversaturated though?
I don't think so at all. I think there's a big difference between, say, let's play videos where they've been around for a long time. So the genre has sort of exploded, and everyone and their mother wants to, play games online and, get famous off Minecraft. But then ASMR, since it's a newer genre, it's a lot more of a tight knit community. Like the girls and guys that I know who do ASMR, a lot of us are friends on Facebook, and we're in the same groups on, Twitter and Discord. And the community is a lot tighter knit behind the scenes than a lot of people think. So it's very much sort of a smaller thing. And when you meet other ASMR creators, there's that like little spark or connection where we're both like, okay, we both do the same weird thing. So we connect a little better than maybe, a bunch of people who are like, well, I'm a gamer, and they do, it could be any kind of gamer. There's so many different varieties. So I don't think it's oversaturated at all. Maybe give it about 5 or 10 years and maybe it will be, though.
That'll be a very different YouTube by
Yeah,
then. That'll be
it will.
ridiculous. But tell me
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about the thought process going into one of your videos. When you're coming up with a video that you want to do that's ASMR related, that's gaming related. What do you think about, or what do you try to look for with the type of game stuff that you want to implement into the video? Like, is it tough? Because I can only imagine, trying to maintain
Mhm.
that level of relaxation for like, 20, 30, 40-minute video or something of the sort,
Yeah.
coming up with a game plan for it. Like, give me some insight into your process. I mean, is it really tough?
I think the most important thing is the first thing I like to listen to is the background music of the game. Normally, you don't want to play something that's going to be either, if the music's like really, really, really good, you typically don't want to do ASMR because you can't turn the music way up and like jam to it and get excited. Like I want to play Sonic Mania on my channel or on my Twitch, but I decided I can't do it ASMR because the
That might not work.
music just gets me so pumped. Yeah, I couldn't do that. But for example, like I did Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is a nostalgia game for a lot of people. It's a favorite game for a lot of people. And although the music's absolutely fantastic, it's designed in a way where the focus is on the story and the dialogue and the journey, and it's emotional. So I did that as an ASMR series because it's a nice thing for people to relax to. I'm doing a series right now called Star Duo, where it's a multiplayer version of Stardew Valley with me and my friend, the ASMR nerd. And we like modded the game so that we can play multiplayer, even though it's not even out yet. And we do that together, and it's farming, it's relaxing, we talk back and forth. It's really laid back, and I think those make good ASMR games because you can focus on staying relaxed. Vice, something different like Ori and the Blind Forest,
I
which I
love that
played,
game.
where it was so good. I died like 400 times, and I was like, no, damn it, and it was very frustrating. So that would not be a good ASMR game because it's very taxing, and you can't be calm. You try and be calm, but you can't be calm with it. So yeah, it's mainly the music, and then if I can relax to it, then
That
I
sounds like it could
go
get
with it.
very. That I was gonna say that like that sounds like it could get very restrictive for some games. Like obviously there's certain genres I'm pretty sure that are off limits to you. Like obviously the fighting game genre, shooting
Mm,
genre, etc. Do you think like
yeah.
you find yourself gravitating to more specific genres like an RPG, like a simulation game, or like a game like Minecraft? Again, that's a little tougher to classify. But games of the sort that you find yourself moving towards a lot more often because of that.
I think I gravitate a lot towards artistic games in a way, like
Like
or
Journey.
nostalgic games. Yeah, like what was the one I did? Like I've done Roller Coaster Tycoon. I've done Niche. I've done. I did a little bit of Pokemon as well, and that was also a good one to do because it's very long. Animal Crossing is another one. So it tends to go towards like slower games. I did do a ASMR themed live stream of Little Nightmares,
Yes.
and that game, it was fantastic. We beat it in one night. It took us like 5 hours or something like that. But my challenge was I had to not yell because the game has, those jump scare moments. And that was my challenge to myself, which honestly made it kind of more funny than anything for the viewers, I think. And for me, because I'm like, okay, guys, we're going to go in here and oh my God, I'm running, like trying to speak really soft. Um, but I think you can have fun with it and pick things a little outside of the element of ASMR, and then people get more intrigued, if you try and do that. I think that's funny.
So, do you think like that Little Nightmares playthrough or that those Little Nightmares videos was that the craziest thing that you've done as far as like the most challenging, or would you do something like really like out of the box, like attempt to do an ASMR Five Nights at Freddy's video, just for sake of example out there? Like I can only imagine the difficulty of maybe that would be, but like you understand what I mean? Just like trying to really
Yeah.
push the envelope as far as like where you could go with ASMR and kind of like implementing it into gaming. Because again, to me, I look at it and on the outside looking in, it does not seem easy to kind of blend the two together, especially for certain genres like we mentioned before.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge sometimes. I think I'd have a lot of fun with like I go on Twitch as well, and I always thought it would be funny to find an incredibly terrifying game or something like, Dead Space, a little older but still scary, and do an ASMR challenge where I'm trying my best not to be loud and scream and blow people's ears out. I mean, I've done scary games before, like I did Inside and Limbo, and although they're not the same caliber as Five Nights at Freddy's, they're still horror games and they still have very intense, scary moments and audio. And I did that just fine. I just have to, remain in the moment. I don't think it's too hard not to yell if you're used to it, you know, and you just buckle up your mouth when you feel like you're gonna scream and just be like, like
So
I don't think it's too hard.
cool. So let's get back to ASMR proper though for a second. Like
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about what are some of the most difficult things when it comes to making an ASMR video? Not necessarily with gaming, but just in general, because with all the videos that are out there, I'm pretty sure there's plenty also that don't necessarily get it. Like there's probably plenty out there that don't necessarily reach that same level of like relaxation or like mellow mood as what many others probably do. But like is there like a difficulty to like being speaking softly, coming up with that consistent tone, or coming up with a subject matter or a focal point for the viewer that makes the video constantly relaxing?
I think the hardest part for me, because of where I'm located and where I live, is background noise. When I record ASMR, I usually have to do it very, very late at night, which means missing sleep. And I still work, a normal day job during the week. And so I have to, there's very specific hours by which I know my neighbors aren't coming home to wake up their dogs, the train's not going by, and there's still times where I have to make cuts because in a normal Let's Play, it doesn't matter if the dog outside barks or a car alarm goes off, but in ASMR it does. So I think that's one of the most difficult things, and I bet a lot of like ASMR creators would agree with me that just noise is the biggest problem because that's the focus of our videos is not having that noise. So you got to cut that out. You got to screen your own videos and make sure you don't miss it because it can really pull somebody out of the element if it's left in there. And I'd say the only other difficult thing, and it's not even very difficult, would be, new people to it who don't necessarily understand what the video is, and they might leave comments like, "What is this? It's weird. Why are you so quiet? Your volume's messed up on your videos." But usually all it takes is a comment back, when they see that you're the creator, and they're like, "Oh, okay, thank you." Believe it or not, most people that come in with something rude to say, if I respond politely, a lot of people are like, "Oh, okay." And they go on with their day, and it's no big deal. You'd think they'd be rude back, but honestly, it's all in how you respond, aside from the occasional troll, but they don't matter anyway.
Speaking of weird, okay, because there are some
Yeah.
weird ASMR videos out there.
Yee.
I mean, because when I first started looking into the scene or the ether that is the internet, and I went into this avenue of the internet looking at ASMR videos, there are some that are out there that for one reason or another, there's again, you guys could use your imagination if you're listening to this, that don't necessarily have the focal point on the relaxation element. Like some of them become a little bit much more in like a different type of territory and stuff. Like you sometimes, find a lot of people tend to really kind of get confused or really kind of get lost with things like that, despite all this other stuff that's out there that is considered ASMR in the whole, genre.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a big struggle that a lot of ASMRs are dealing with right now, especially with the demonetization issues going on YouTube, is there are channels that do focus on very sexual ASMR. And when that kind of stuff comes up, there's no shame. Which, for example, my channel, we don't do that. And a lot of my friends, they also don't do that. But you'll get those viewers or users who get confused and will come to your channel expecting something like what they're used to. And I'd say that can get a little difficult. It does get difficult too because a lot of ASMR videos are getting demonetized because, maybe YouTube has a negative association with ASMR as a whole. And that's really been an issue, for the past couple months or so. Because it's a completely different genre than what typical normal ASMR is. Because we're meant to relax. We're not meant to entice or, create some other kind of drive in someone. It's supposed to, help you sleep and, get rid of your stress from your day. And then there's other videos that, do something different that are also on YouTube. Some pretty strange ones, too.
Do you find that sometimes, especially with newer viewers, they tend to get confused with that a lot more often? Because when I first got into it, despite me seeing all that stuff, I always understood what ASMR really is because there's so much other stuff that's actually what it's supposed to be. Do you sometimes, like, especially like when you're streaming or when you're doing a video, that you'll have those viewers that automatically assume like, no, this you're just trying to entice them, or you're trying to play up to the quote unquote gamer girl or sexualized gamer girl that's on YouTube or on Twitch?
I don't think it happens too much. I think when it does happen, it's just people who just flat out don't know me or haven't watched the channel. Because I think if you go to it, aside from, playing Sakura Dungeon, which, is a very lewd game to be fair,
Sure.
but it was very funny, the approach we took to it. I'd say all my viewers know where I stand as far as, we can make jokes about different things, but they know what to expect when they come to the channel. And I think anybody who comes in and who's like, fake gamer girl, whatever, is probably like some 12-year-old kid on his parents' computer who likes playing Call of Duty, and their opinion doesn't matter. It's the, actual viewers who know you, it's their interpretation of you that matters. And I'd say pretty much all of them are awesome humans, and they're always very pleasant to interact with. And I don't really have any issues like that.
Why does the troll got to play Call of Duty though? That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. That's the stereotype, isn't it? They're
True.
like Call of Duty. I was like, okay.
At least make
I'll
them play
change
a
it
bad
to
game. At least make them play a
play.
bad game.
Well, I was gonna say Player Unknown Battlegrounds, but I like that game as raw and like unfinished as it is right now. I still have a really fun time whenever I play that.
Nice,
I like
nice.
it.
So let me ask you an
Yeah.
ASMR specific question. Do you think that there's a
Mhm.
lot of differences between men and women when it comes to the types of ASMR videos that are out there? Because when you listen to, or watch videos that, some are done by women, they tend to be very relaxing here and there. But you also got a lot of other relaxing videos that are done by men, like ASMR massage comes to mind. Like I've watched a ton of his videos, and he has a lot of different
Yeah.
things between role play, between triggers and sounds and all different types of stuff. Do you think it's more, differences in the genders that, like, certain people gravitate towards one type of ASMR video or the other, or do you think that it's just more down to the skill?
I I think a lot of it depends on, for example, I know a majority of my viewer base is male, 18 to 35 years old, a majority. There's a percentage of females in there as well, but it's mostly guys. And I believe for a lot of my friends who do ASMR who are females, it falls along the same vein. I know a few of them are pretty cut down the middle, but a lot of ASMR does focus on intimacy between the viewer and the person in front of them on the screen. And for guys, it might be easier to get into ASMR if the person on the screen is a pretty girl or a feminine voice that you enjoy. And I know for me, if I listen to ASMR, for example, I have a friend who's the ASMR nerd, and he is a man and has a masculine voice. And to me, as a woman, I'm more comfortable with a male voice whispering in my ear because, I'm a straight female. That's preferred for me. So I think, the gender of the audiences kind of does vary between whether you're a girl or a guy or whatever when you're doing ASMR videos. I think there is a big difference in that because I know a lot of, pretty young girls who do the role plays are very popular and they do it very well, but there's them too. And also get like a Maddie Tingles, for example, is another one who does types of videos and he's very successful at it and he's a man. So yeah, I think it's a pretty open field as far as the genders go,
Interesting.
and things like that. Yeah,
Interesting.
I
So
do.
tell me a little bit about, doing these style of videos now that YouTube's been changing, because that obviously everybody's been affected by it. A lot of people call it the YouTube adpocalypse. A lot of people are saying like the
Yeah.
guidelines and the algorithms with YouTube have been changing for a variety of different reasons, whether it's ads from advertisers or whatever else. But how does that affect you guys as a community, as ASMR community, or even you as with your channel? Do you have to upload videos a little bit more frequently? Do you have to do different things, constructing the videos or the tags or the labelings or different stuff that you really had to pay more mind to with this style of video as opposed to before all this other stuff started happening?
Yeah, I think honestly, I believe it is hitting. I know it's hitting everyone. I know a big focus of the people who are getting affected is the horror community, and I know the ASMR community is getting affected too. I'm seeing it happen to a lot of my friends. Role play videos, just using the word role play in a title will get it hit. I did a horror story reading. I read a poem the other day. It was about a volcano, but I used hashtag horror and it was demonetized before it even went public. And I know this is hitting a lot of people. Ad revenue is pretty much down the toilet. So right now it's, kind of you just keep doing the content, hoping it's going to get better. I mean, thankfully, I have a full time job that I do, but YouTube ad revenue, I would lie if I didn't say it helped me kind of, go to conventions and things like that I wanted to see. I know for a fact I would have never gone to PAX East in March if I hadn't had a channel because that did help me to be able to afford that trip in the first place. But now it's a lot crappier, and I really hope that they get things fixed because if not, give it a couple of years, YouTube is going to be nothing but toy box openings and lifestyle vlogs and makeup tutorials, and that's going to be it.
And diss
And
tracks,
that's
God
good.
forbid, diss tracks. That's the last thing that I need an abundance of.
No.
That'd be really bad. But let me ask you this then, because since you mentioned conventions, I've yet to
Yeah.
see a real panel at a PAX or like at a MagFest or an SGC that really kind of focuses it on this aspect of gaming or gaming ASMR or just an ASMR panel whatsoever by any of the different people I've seen that have been like, forerunners with this genre of video. I mean, what do you think like should be done in order to make something like that work? Do you think it can work? I mean, I think it might be a little difficult getting like 1,000 so people in a room trying to get everybody to be quiet as you talk really softly. I mean, that might be tough. But like, how do you think something like that could work, or how that could actually be approached?
I don't think the panel about ASMR itself would be in ASMR form. I think it would be more about just getting people together to meet their favorite creators. Just like, for example, if you went to a panel with like Cat Icarus or Peanut Butter Gamer or Pro Jared, they wouldn't be up there analyzing a movie they'd seen or an old game. They'd kind of just be talking about themselves and their process and answering viewer questions. So I think it would pretty much be exactly just like that. I've done a few panels locally at smaller conventions, and that's basically all it is people just want to interact with you and ask you about your process or your favorite foods or things like that. So I think it'd be pretty much the same. It's just all about getting ASMR creators out there and for fans of those creators to let conventions know, hey, I want to see this person. You should totally invite this person to come as a guest, because that's the biggest way to get creators out, is things like that.
I agree. And that's a good segue to what I want to ask next, is that, and a good way to round off this conversation, basically, what do you want to see more of in your genre of video, with ASMR videos or ASMR gaming videos, or even you want to see more of implemented into your own channel? Like, is there one thing that you feel like has been lacking just overall over the last, I don't know, like year or so, that YouTube's been changing and stuff, that you want to see more of with ASMR videos?
I know this is an incredibly long shot, but I would love it if we were able to have volume control or the ability to choose the types of ads that even go on our content. Because I would love one day, because I can't put mid-roll ads on any of my videos, and that does cut out a chance for certain kinds of revenue, and I do understand that. But sometimes, my videos will start with an ad and it's incredibly loud and obnoxious, and you've got this person who's trying to relax, but they don't want to use ad blocker because they want to be supportive.
True.
So I would love the option to have the ad volume adjusted, or maybe choose the advertisers or ads that are on the channel. I think that would be great someday, because I know YouTube's really focused on advertisers choosing which of us they want to put their video, their ads on. But it'd be nice if it was the other way around too, like quieter ads for ASMR videos, more relaxing ads. And there are ASMR ads out there for products. Like there was one for, it was either Pepsi or Coca-Cola, one for Super Deluxe. They had one for IKEA, all ASMR ads. And it would be really cool if we had the option to choose things like that. Kind of round off the advertising to be just a little more fluid with the content, which would be really nice.
That's crazy that you mentioned that, because that exact same thing has happened to me before, and it is the worst. Because like you'll be chill, you'll be mellow, all of a sudden, boom! There's a giant like Fanta ad that just shows up, and it just totally messes up your flow.
Yeah,
that is not cool.
I purposely I don't allow mid-roll ads on anything ASMR on my channel. So if anyone's ever browsing and they see one, please tell me, because they should be all disabled. Because I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out.
Yeah, that'd be really bad, especially when they got it like super loud with their headphones or anything else that But MissFushi, thank you for chatting it up with me about all this stuff. Where can they find you? You're on YouTube, you're on Twitch as well, you're also on Twitter, right?
Yep, and I'm also on VidMe. I'm on all the things: YouTube, Twitter, VidMe recently. They're a new video platform that has a little bit laxer rules, so some of us are starting to upload there too. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, all that good stuff. I'm like everywhere.
Nice. There's going to be links to all that stuff directly down below in the description box, so you guys could go directly to it if you guys want to check out our content, or you want to support her, you guys want to just, pique your curiosity and all the different stuff that we talked about. But MissFushi, thank you. It was awesome chatting it up. Got a little bit of food for thought on some ASMR,
Yay.
which is awesome.
It was nice talking to you too.
Definitely, yes. So we got to chat more at one point. Hopefully I get to see you again at another convention. We get to chill. But
Heck
guys,
yes.
yes. But guys, for you guys that are listening to this right now, make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this entire discussion, and let me know who you guys want to actually have me get on the show here and actually have a chat with, have a definitive discussion with. I'm open to all suggestions. It's always good to see what you guys have to bring to the table, what you guys want me to do to bring you guys some great content here on the channel. With that being said, though, guys, subscribe to the channel. Check out all the rest of my videos that I have here on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Peace out and stay epic, everybody.